Guys, welcome into the video, and in today's video we're gonna be testing Bartlett University Can You Shoot Through It. I will be testing all the furniture, beams, etc. I already tested everything, but this is kind of the results of what I found, and I'm gonna demonstrate to you right now. So the bookcases in this map, every bookcase, basically anything that looks like this. Specify on bookcases, not trophy cases, because I will talk about that later on in the video. But the bookcases are shootable through. You can shoot through it with ease, as you can see. Bullets right here. Even if you shoot enough, you can actually just destroy it. You may be safe if you hang like somewhere around here if you're prone, but this sometimes is bulletproof and sometimes not. A lot of the time it's bulletproof, but in some of my tests I got mixed results, so it's around 80% bulletproof, 20% non-bulletproof, so you have to keep that in mind. Also, the couches in this map that are similar to this, they are basically the same couch model, but they replicated everywhere, are shootable through. You can shoot through them very easily, as you can tell right there, and from both sides, as you can tell right there. Just I have to wait for the ping to go. Voila. Now, one thing to know about these couches is they absorb a lot of the bullet damage. So let's say your bullet does 40 damage and it now does like 25 or 20. So you have to keep that in mind while firing at like an enemy hiding behind the couch. Now, a cool thing to know, or something to know, is about this line or this wall right here. This wall is actually destructible. I can't shoot. Really put. Yep. This wall is destructible. You can't obviously make a passable hole through it because you have these metal beams, but you can actually shoot through it, as you can tell right here. So this is a good strategy. The interesting thing is, do you see this cabinet right here? And we're gonna check it from the other side. It does not pass bullets from that side. Now we're gonna check it again from this side. As you can tell, no bullets, because I fired from this end to that end. So this particular case, which is right here, is somewhat of a bulletproof. Some bullets might pass through it, but it's like you have to fire at least 5 or 10 rounds into a certain spot, then fire rounds after that in order for the bullets to pass. So it's something to do with the code that was used to build this. So this is destructible as well. It's in fact this entire wall, and this is almost like in a shape of an L. So this could be very beneficial, because if you know like someone is right there, you can shoot at him or at the ping, and you can pretty much land a secure kill. A quick thing about this table right here, you can shoot through it from both ends, as you can see. So I do not recommend that you take cover here, maybe hide, but you can take cover. Again, every bookcase in this map is destructible, as you can see right here. You can shoot through it. Only this little part right here that like somewhat absorbs bullet, but again, some might pass. Like it's not 100% bulletproof. Again, like all the desks that have the similar model to this or identical to this can be shot through, as you can see right here. So I think this is it for this area. Let's move on to the next area. I forgot one thing. Do you see this cabinet right here? It has a very strange model, so sometimes you may pass bullets, as you can tell right there, but from other angles it may not. So It's odd. I think you can only shoot from this side and you cannot shoot from this side, so this is pretty odd. If you want to take cover behind it, it's not exactly a bad idea, but remember, someone who might know that you're there might just go like spraying randomly, use a spray and pray tactic and get you. Now we have the lounge. Again, this you can shoot through this as well as this, the couches easily. Now one interesting thing is about this little cabinet right here. So I'm gonna ping right here. Nothing. I mean, you see the bullets like exiting here, but no contact on the other end. So I found that a bit odd. I tested it a couple of times. It showed mixed result. As you can see, like something is somewhat odd about this. But you can take cover behind it, because like even when I requested a friend who was there, he took some damage but not a lot. Like this particular piece of furniture took a lot of the bullet damage. Now the very interesting thing is about this side. Your bullet will pass. That is odd. Huh. Again, like I've tested it like in an earlier match, you can't shoot through it from that side. So I don't know, like the code that they used to build this particular piece of furniture is quite odd, because sometimes you can shoot through it, sometimes you can't, and it's not constant. Sorry if I butchered that. English is my second language. So this is a mystery. Like, can you shoot through it, can you not? Because every test I did, sometimes the bullet pass, sometimes the bullet don't pass. You may be able to hide behind it, but I would not recommend it. Now the piano is a quite obvious one, and it's does make sense, because usually pianos are made like with very hard wood. So let's say here, as you can tell, nothing passed and no exit, like no bullet exited, so you can hide. So if you're maybe pushing that angle and like going that, it's a good place to be, like behind this piano, because it will take up like a whole lot of the, it will basically suck up the bullets. So we are back at the second part of the video. We are going through the second floor. So the first floor is pretty much completed now. We are starting at model hall, then trophy room, and going by that order. So you see this like little bookcase right here. You can like this, I don't know what they call it, but the model thingy, you can shoot through it. The interesting thing is you can even shoot through it like from only the sides, you know. So you see this side right here where it's not completely covered by this block of wood basically. So if you might be able to get like a dirty angle here, so that's a very dirty angle. This sometimes passes bullet through, sometimes not. Like I swear, like the furniture and pieces of everything in here is very, very odd in their behavior, because sometimes they will pass bullets. I actually, like, this is my 5th take of this video, because every time I do it, it does something different, and I even tested that like a few times before that. So it's very odd. So I mean, the thing I know for sure, that you can pass from this angle like to this. Sometimes you can shoot through the middle, sometimes you can't. I think it depends. I don't know, on something which I can't put my finger on. Now the thing I know is that the same behavior for this piece of furniture goes for this one and this one only. So sometimes you can shoot through them, sometimes you can. You may be able to shoot through the angles, say like from here to here, but you can't really shoot through the middle. Sometimes the bullet passes. Now, the most interesting thing about this cabinet is you see that this like trophy case. You may assume that you can shoot through it easily, and it's not basically. So, as you can tell, nothing. So this goes for everyone, like for every trophy room here. Because I remember like in a certain time where you can like make a kill hole right here, and you can. But the interesting thing is you can shoot through the hole, but you can't shoot through the wood. So like, I mean, look, I mean, this is the hole I make, but nothing. And I think it's somewhat to do with like with the balancing purpose, because a bomb site spawns here, a hostage, you have a I think a secure area there. So this would be overpowered if you can like a pulse would be here, and he can basically see you and shoot you through this one without any indication that he is here. Like that is overpowered. So the thing that they did to balance this piece of furniture is they make it destructible, so you can like put a grenade, or like you can melee through it in order to shoot. So basically like this one, you can shoot through it, but you can't actually shoot through the wood. The only way to shoot is through the kill hole that you already made, or like this piece of a grenade, a C4, etc. So this is like quite useful to know now, because if you know that someone is here and you are pushing maybe that window, you can't really be afraid unless they have a kill hole, like something like that to kill you, because they can't really shoot you through it. So that's pretty good to know. As you can tell, this little like wooden panel, you can't shoot through it. So maybe you're pushing that angle and you know that someone, let's say here or here, so all you have to do is now, and it will pass through it. You may think that the bullet does not pass through it, but I'm gonna demonstrate right here. Voila. Because sometimes it will hit, if a trophy is right here, they will hit the trophy and they will appear as if they don't like pass through, but in reality they do. This have the same behavior as this one. You can shoot through this one, by the way, so don't even try. Oh, the desk. Like the bookcases have all similar behavior, like I said earlier in the case. Now the interesting thing is about this desk right here. As you can tell, the bullet passes through this panel right here, but it cannot pass through this one. I mean, it may seem as if they pass, but nothing, as you can tell, like you can tell right there. So it's a good place to hide behind this portion of the desk, not this one, or this part, sorry. What do we have here? Okay, I don't think that you can shoot through the copy room. And yep, you can shoot through it, because I think I forgot to test this one before. It goes the same for this particular type of desk. Again, this has a similar behavior as because it's basically the same piece of furniture as the cabinet that is located in the first floor, the room where near the piano. I think it's called classroom, not sure. So no, this is classroom. I can't remember the name, but you can like, it's basically the same model. You can't shoot through this one, so the bullet does not pass or exit, so this is safe. This is also non-destructible, non-shootable through, and Yeah. Oh, the interesting thing is about these little, I don't know, desks or student thingies. So I'm gonna shoot through here. You see that the bullet passes. You say, okay, that's awesome. Now I'm gonna shoot through this one. Nothing on this end. You may think that there is an exit, like an exit bullet hole thingy here, but in fact it does not pass. So I think this is bugged because you can only shoot from this end and the bullet will pass to that end, but you can't really shoot it from behind. So this bookcase is 90% bulletproof. Again, I tested this a couple of times with different weapon. Sometimes the bullet passes through, like sometimes in very little like time. So it's a 90% chance that you're bulletproof. So it's a good place to hide. This have the same behavior as this one right here. You can shoot through this one with ease, no problem. I mean, this is just destructible, by the way, and this one as well. I think, guys, this is it for yeah, the second floor. Yeah, we are pretty much it. You can shoot through this one. You can shoot through this one. And oh, you can shoot through this one, of course, as you can tell right there. So this is it for today's episode, guys. If you have any questions, any comments, even if you have like something to ask me about a particular piece of furniture, or even if you want me to make another piece of another episode basically of this series, can you shoot through it, just write them down in the comments, and I'm gonna be posting this on Reddit so you guys can see it. So again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.